Ema bisafo nyina akwa babio aha aye Garden City TV Anopa Bosuo ni nyame sha se wagimre na wo hwe dwumadi wadwenkyire nyina no obetimi dia fa your WhatsApp line and say Facebook drop a message ne ewo ho Asanteman Breast Cancer Awareness Month ejinemu den busumi we nyina ye boho daru o your ba ye bema also timi checke ko na ye hwehwe onofo ma se kokrambi mpo eba betomu ani ehu ne ntem ne aso ano. Early detection saves lives. And until no shannon song. Meant na home at the end of the month. Ubu okra, yehu no yakaje so mark for treatment no. Na on a nam baby. I sorry feeling and pie bomb. We ya. And the ref say, Namen so the 2 million na doctor for ne nurse for so on say ya deal. Na on a namsa na de na asay ni kutwa ni wu neba. And until Lady Julia Asante hene her Royal Highness Lady Julia. Was I patroness of the 2482 the second foundation na obia or kuma and mayi di ma fa hudi no what they are seen and so say busumi ya breast cancer awareness month no and also ebehwe ama Santaman breast cancer awareness no so etimi akoso kama one ayasabia bebrina di nkoma o magia tun so mbe screening free it's Anopa bia 8 o'clock to 4:30 your bar bit me acquire sabia na be man pu ye be hwehwe no for mama free Peace and Love Hospital Dium o Comfanoche Teaching Hospital Kwadaso SDA Trust Care Tafo Government Hospital Lady Julia Hospital I know ewo Atonsia Prabon Menshia Government Hospital Bonsol Specialist I know between 8 and 4:30 p.m. free screening women of all ages obit me akọ na ya hwe no for no mama Sanso and outreach programs so also various markets are Kumasi as no breast care international and one also yes no Bantima market, Swami market, KGTia, Tafo market, race course market. Oh, I then a month for to go market in Swanka home. Markets are more saying the Bantima Swami, KGTia, Tafo and a race course market. Oko so obi home breast care international for say one more church in Kukramo ya dear no ehonsem. Mamen come from and Science Skills Training Institute in Sonfama ewo Atonsu Agogo Shoe Factory where a Corvette accredited institute omo run short courses 1 week 2 weeks 1 month 1 year na wonim de no akonkan hairdressing nail technology tools and equipment beauty therapy makeup artistry barbering science and embroidery services like caps t-shirts bed sheet towels handkerchiefs nyano omo ye ho adwuma nti oko Shoe Factory where and Aman Science Skills Training Institute. No, you're from 0242 289 118 and 0262 289 118 and 0552 775 As the debut so kwama Alouette Medical Skincare Center. So pese honam duano etoso kama and sambia free ho na wankasa ni jo ho ko Alouette for her omunru no organic in fact chemicals be amfra fry to what they say you don't expect any side effects be how that into call now omun sees you kama pa omo patase omone Assemblies of God no din hwe anymore upper room Assemblies of God and crying so easily gone and afia chimotan so obi hu Alouette Medical Skin Center afei Fuza double moisturizer cream so shower gel ye di dware nti pese honam no toso kama so dia fasa samana ni dware ebebo ayi pa womo enaso yi anopai ora Alhaji Sani Abdullahi Ashanti Regional Vice Chairman NDC Pagina Jadada Alhaji assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
Alhaji Salim Mansuri Bambanso aha Ashanti Regional Nasara Coordinator the Battle of the Alhajis Alhaji
who's the ultimate yeah
the important to say
I'm the other more Udi Kaboni, the Anami America said the Battle of the Alhajis.
Alhaji for me, I come make
I wish you me offer.
That's the beauty. Alhaji phobia or different political party, political persuasion. But then Ghana ye di. Anopa so Madam CP say Majimre na mabana ye be di Ghana komo. Yen shase yen first story we tell. No Ghana card, no salary. Directive to government workers suspended. We a story bia a dead job. Maminti madwinche ewo ho. Alhaji Salim Ona me sha se every so saa same way ebinum no bi mo adwene say wo hwe ne finance minister kan ye say aban nwumafo ase ye dɔɔso sika nya no ye de bebre na etua ye ka nti mebunu no omonye o madwen say o man kasa betimi aye adwuma na saa directive we na ba he ne say ye pekwan bi so na ya tititi ni pay etua o mo ka so but I say the good news is say ya suspended.
Marcus ma menchia na menchia etiefo ene ahwefo nyina na menchia the regional minister honorable Simon Osemensa, the regional chairman of our party and my colleague regional executives are you know mo eye adwuma nyina menchia mo ene Anopa Marcus Osere ene dey tia Osere now the very foundation of our party the polling station executives, constituency officers, teacher constituency nasara coordinators omo me chid Adam den pa omo family agro sanso na mesmen form ni agro na no pa me che omo kwan so nkoso. Marcus, the initial conversation I ba bonteno that Controller and Accountant General as a national identification card aban edwuma yefo nyina by December omontini insecure the card and tisa ombede ombelusu o market omontia omoka metena se ebisa me ho se dentina sa directive na ebae later Controller and Accountant General eba bonten be ka se despite calls labor union so no ka se too harsh nti anka yenye den omontwen sign omoba bonten be ka se there be anya there obetwen sign there be rather because of the provision in the Public Financial Management Act somewhere around section 8 ahono ma kire se e wo se wo mo preserve the integrity of sika wo mu tua ediama government workers na be ya aban enkutua sika hunu emma obi a wonye edwuma practically because on person almost sanitize the payroll system I work Controller and Accountant General no. I felt it was a good call na ne etosu bio na me say fee say the directive it is not so to speak a harsh directive na me hu ni say it was a directive that would be in the end beneficial to workers no any Ghana fo nyina essence ye nyina ye di atum say Ghana card na ye no e ya de pa anka by now the expectation is that any government worker and obi a woye in a formal institution bia no nsa be kana card so it begs to ask that identina such people in that particular class no in the formal sector no as at now ebimo still omu Ghana card but people in the informal sector ni be break kra no ewo den ewo Ghana card no it shows some level of reluctancy on the part of formal workers no so omo no emfa ho and if to bring a stringent measure doesn't mean it is a harsh measure for me.
But that's I will draw our conclusion no NI for the statistics by a number of a former sector for normal more Ghana card and informal no more Ghana card and me just was that data number out.
Yes, but the point here is that if a Controller and Accountant General Eba Bontimbeka said by December all government workers on government payroll mumbo mo ho na munya Ghana card anko munyina e wo bia what is the fuss about that anka sa asem bia ni ho mebuana enti eya asem no is it means that they are, most of them are within the formal sector omu Ghana card so the question is didn't no omu Ghana card no why are they not making efforts to get the Ghana card? Is there something fishy? No, specifically they don't want the system no very stringent. And so for me, for the Controller and Accountant General to come back to say so, I withdraw. Me anke kamen kwa anke need not to withdraw because the argument is that harsh and that uye ejuma was about to yauka.
That's right.
Controller and Accountant General in car say uye ejuma won't to yauka. The principle still stands that uye ejuma will say to yauka. However, yen nyina nso adia to mu say Ghana card na ya de a ehia yen within this short time nti workers no ntimi nko secure card no so that yenyi na no ye betimi aboaboa ye ho. You see, we are in a country whereby you show our own views about everything. Now at the end of the day, it draws the nation backwards. It is a good initiative. Say yenye na obiano intiminya no Ghana card. Now at the end of the day, no omo omunyanya within the informal sector. Ya pe kwan ya be force omo nso be den ebinya Ghana card no. But if you are in a country, now we can say, oh, me jitum say adene de eye. Now, so this measure is harsh. How harsh is this measure? And about so enya dia obeka say by December no say drew hono mo control and content dinner say any ejuma no jai. Certainly there will be a window for you to also go and get the Ghana card. And so say you know you join us as a nation.
But eba ye obi a che na dream say the alternative aba no won ye sure say eno mum ye far better than the only kan no. They say no ya share controller for no say omonhwe na the only bi no yemfa ne din nkoma NIE for na omuntimi issue card na no nye better.
Ne only bi no on the pakro no omodi omudin no echo. You see, it is going through another process. What you say? It is going through another process. So our process and then say yen migrate to omu nyina enkonko to National Identification Authority platforms or mebuana. You know, it also goes with a cost. It goes with a cost. However, that cost, who is bearing that cost? This is the same worker who pays the tax and bear that cost. Mebuana. And Tiankai na ejitu mu say yes, you have your right. So ye juma itia oka all right there. But ye nyina no ye hye ye ho. Na ya ma ye ho emre kakra bi. Ye nyina ye mo ye ho mode na enkonya Ghana card no. The offices are available. Ubetimi akokunya na say share ho as Ghanaians in the general interest of the country. Let's say yes, Adana. What is wrong with it? So we should not always hide under certain principles. Say Adana they say na was say yeah, eni kwan say mobile bonten be kasa Adana. And for me anka ka me nko dia, they need not had rescinded the earlier decision to ensure that by December, but it could have been extended. They could have said, okay, fine, fair enough. If December is too close for everybody to secure his Ghana card, let's extend the date to say early next year. No, be a the Ghana card. I think it is the best. You see, we should be nationalistic. Now, you know, kind of stringent in certain policy decisions. We should not always hide under certain principles, certain ideologies, and I say, within that period, you are nationalistic in that particular point.
But yeah, now sometimes no, they are hard drainage. It's any okay. I didn't think that in the long run, a bit more minor, but minimum considerations in tea. Then the authorities also, okay, I'm on phone. I can say they are the yenjai. Example, TV license. Sure, there are 2 TV license. Another example, you're towing. And they say one of the people say almost said the home come say mandate in the best time babaka. But which means that the but you see, say officials and penny for policy makers no about 4 can want to hey no mejai. What are the considerations? Say more so yes are there now. Yes. Be an draw money back. Who say dey we be ye? E be boa money pa. Mama fa me nancy from na menye. Irrespective of the be any pan be can account. Sometimes when you have the you to do it.
Yes.
That's why we are making. If you also there can we are listening no more jemu.
Yes, the problem here is politics. The problem is politics. Where the issue about towing this TV licenses, and all that, they are good. However, a government will be punished for ensuring that that system is in place. So, there are certain things, especially looking at this particular issue. During the towing system, car say isi kwai. Ye tia bibi kakra. Na immediately a bibi besino na ya ba be faka no efiri hono. Then we make noise about it. Then government says, okay, fine, you are rescinding the decision. We'll look at it from a different angle and all that. It draws the nation back. Because answer na aban beka se obe bibi and say particular department beka se obe bibi no, there is a steady ana woma domu suko emo kan say esuko ehun say ade ye ya ebeboa ansa na ye be den ye be. But immediately you begin to take certain principles ye mra no SCC NC, then it brings to take the thing backwards. Now at the end of the day no, the very good adenanka ye beboa ye nyina no na say no asensen ho
politics alaji said okay say maybe process also amoye no won consult ufiti ana dia base bi anka consult yanka nipa no you get them on board from the onset pamitio
yo Marcus mama fa kwanya so na menchia woni omranti amoye aduma na te menchia me office me ni shia ya che na pe na me na ka ho asem menchia me party ma ye NDC amanyokio in branch executives constituency region and national Marcus sa issue ya abetop no so no Ghana card no salary there controller and accountant general they buy over the weekend na me hu say a harsh decision
na hu say
na me hu say but rather na I'm surprised. I was surprised because me who say sa national identification card card ya me nti ase say e be ba be replace a lot of cars a war system e bit say sa driving license what do we call passport health insurance card SNIT card the card na ye bebre and for that matter no national identification card in the bar, it will replace all this and it will be a database the whole system. I just say who call even international and outside world that wouldn't say very credible data. Who probably as see how you get the person. Tini ebo reshimu was NIA card, you know. But I was surprised. Say one say. Maybe to say public sector workers, government workers. Na womu card ya yedi aba. I'm say yeah, 1 year me boa.
Oh, so yeah, ba be to aba isi no omo ye massive.
Yeah, omo nye up to now. Na it was say controller and accountant general ba out. November directives. Say wo awa nyere into your account. Go and see and answer na sunyane GRA. Ghana Revenue Authority. Once Omo are collaborating with the Ghana Revenue as at now. Until Omo na ebu ama Omo yes go and see that like you.
Not just a baby.
Yes.
Government employees.
That is why I'm saying I was surprised. I was shocked. Well, until one way or the other, the directives was okay. So go and see Q. Would the crowd called GRA higher? You see people who are fighting for this idea. I didn't think that I was here transit. Masa directives in the answer ya kwakwe. Well, sa attitude no ya kai ho as Ghanaians. Share about to cry here to trade dinner. We better ho no the last minute. Sa last minute attitude no. Enya dey abo am. Now media at the end of the day my who said Minister of Finance, Minister of Employment and Labor, any other stakeholders in Asia. I'm on 1 year extended date. Good. That action is good. But it will the same, you know, you say be a more stop system so money. They will give a date. Yeah, do 1 more 1 year. I mean, the law will catch up with you. But me feel say directives in order. Say be be. Something to me there may mean who say a harsh a idea was say it me. Also, quite apart from say Ode Kwaje Obosumi Aketuano. That card, you know, card, a boa kwan hodo bibris.
Kisi akra same registration, omo say
yes.
Enunkwana obetimi that.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. Once I say, you were cast in the baby was system no. But at the end of the day, no way no be overpower all the card. Uko be that is the only card they will ask you to submit. And tina make us say, and yes, salary no awukwa kwaji enko. It will help you to implement any IEB opposite way. See, I will can say, we share a telecos now. Or when you start registration. So registration now more MTN, a Vodafone in the Kikahon. Cross our Ghana card now,
Where that say omukra na tell no mu di no kra.
Very good.
Because in that cases be no mukwa they register them without Ghana card.
Okay.
They register them without Ghana card.
Okay, me nim there, but over directives are on the Abana say. I was say Ukuta Ghana card and sign on my registration. Once a normal telecos no more outlets. Yeah, almost sublette or money other outside people. Maybe omo nebia, omo use the assistants up and offer so yeah. But they call the main offices in there. They are doing the right thing. So me who say Ghana card, you know, any directives are controller and accountant general the buyer are very important. But see, any break say a Ghana card. Now you as a database, I'm a system in the country normal. Me say was so be trained who say onye. So attitude no, you train last minute in the idea and more man. I will advise. So henceforth no. So attitude in the
Okay.
Be a Ghana card and very important. Say be ama ubi be a person we be at Nakos. That's why.
Alaji Medasi, Alaji, starting the second story now, Mami. CDD research presidential candidates need US $100 million to win elections in Ghana. Till the CDD for no akano parliamentary so say at least 4 million Ghana cedis and so no timia rene your seat in Ghana. And I feel so with the men am they can what the bar endorsement of MMDC and so maybe you need about and so they are endorsed. Honorable Chairman Sabunsu say we are monetizing your democracy now a hard dream. Yang sheni na yang kan ho asema emri be ba nam say ebeji ensem my ntiwe.
Yo Marcus sa topic here there here very a day pa na there because a issue be a make us say it has come to stay. One say gone are the days na nipa ni be a comment about what one say unlike those days you know now yes your system the democratic system no na sika sem nim kase wo hwe senior started in 1992 na na ba ni na na sika sem enim kase wo mu say democracy is expensive and niema I was so di gu akwemu ansana ne opese we achieve no nsaka no process be brain na be fa so but this time no there obi be ka say young president it just said aginsemu nti ehia call no a ba ne hia say I was say ehwe kwan na be fa so a ye be cut sade no wow sikasem na e wo 16 mu no ama wo hwe your party politics now. I mean, him say we a politician, we need retirement date, and for that matter, no, as you go along, no, now we acquire experience. Developed countries now. We share one more time, no, MPs now. We be anya 30 years, 35 years. The more you acquire experience, no, the more no one is money the cost. So we share na me share BBC MP no omukun no e London David Ames so na something we share years awanya getting to 30 years in parliament a hanso there we yes Rebecca Swache so you see the point Rebecca Swache but the more you acquire experience the more na juma no na wache identity na wache call more bin somra because nipa obeba no so the new refresh eba ideas any service sikasem eno titiri wo share elections ayeyi a se be ye buru ye ho ni ade nyina no a fa ye sikasem obi enya ade won komo obi mra edi enti na omra wo hwe the undertone no a se be ebu se be so sika because the more you be in the system, no, the more you acquire the experience. But here is a case, he said, Obi Ohono, at the end of nim system, no, the way it runs. But in the CK Kutanon, or they buy na amount for to Abaman. Na obeji position.
And obeji position is on Amson to the Neska.
That is correct. That is I remember Hono. No obeji position. One. Disadvantage women say and I'm so when you experience it in a jumano a baby basa So in this politics, in this, we need to acquire the experience to do it. That is one aspect. And two, and I'm saying Sikana ya free in some what tuya and son obenya that position. Say oko kotra for the position at the end of the day, obe try say obe acquire Sikana or spending. And no na abe trust in more AD enya asat now. And can you say idea? You say you hear politics, and I say a political party, and I say we are a member of a party. Now, person will acquire a position. First, resource persons, and a second, logistics and materials. Resource persons, and say one more say you say wow in your campaigning, and logistics are over used for campaigning. It be a NIPA resource persons, constituency, branch, region. One more I bear say campaign, na say more two and more for Casa for near to Abamon. And no that why means of going, traveling, vehicles, motorbikes near my enna panafilarious. Aya near man would the bay party who near man there. So I'm not surprised say Omoko to that amount. Maybe we'll cry about
$100 million.
About
Abedi president.
Yeah. Eti ansana ube tuetwa saa name logistics ni materials ni ade nyina be wi no. The elko individuals na omobo obotom no. Eno so ya ansam foforo. Ana de be ko wo mo a se bi ebu se be so e be to aba ama wo no. Ehon ni the problem. So we dey ba this assemblies and MMDC elections here. We nim this year. People omoji up to 5,000. One to ya ntoma. Can you imagine? So I'm saying etino sa de na aba your system no.
So one solution ebe say
my solution for the district assemblies MMDC's elections. What we say both parties we came out with the solution. There seems say ya anti ho ase MPP NDC. We share assemblies now say president no nominate candidate na assemblies no koto aba confirm no with the to 10% percentage. Now, the I can say, one to Eska, Yantoma. I didn't know one to Eska Yantoma because the time or not your submission, your submitting applications. Your dorsal. What's the answer? At the end of the day, you choose back. For that matter, I don't want to act. Obia knew what they don't say, will be failing. Miss Mamba, me one. And you know, if you are crying, you be afraid to be losing bonus. Can you imagine?
It's true.
It's a fact.
Okay.
Because when we say, yeah, me and Sunny a call interview, and I want to answer it too. So failure. I will be the next person to be called. And for that matter, no, only na mwachira no senkro for adwene. Say be ebe 20 hours.
Okay.
I know the massacre to no ban. Now the ever massa problem we are solve. One. See the court. One say political party, he say, yan tuaba for the DCs, MMDCs. The two almost aba, a beboa, a solve that. A muscatuan, the end trade, but a bell limited. So, yan policy as party in the NDC party, and say, Senka MPP Wabemu, not say MMDCs, no person more appointed or more. Nipa do be a bit more apply. More apply we. Now, I set up committee be sort out near limited into 3. 3 no near jam within the Kumasi metropolis no Munkoye campaign. Now masses no 12 ba say the general election. So at the end of the day 12 bars no salaji ne benya fine wa be MC. En bibia no say okwa tua
number restricted sa 3 no to party members in Kwara.
Yes.
Party no ne be yi ni part 3. But the general public na ke be 12
ba decided on you.
All right.
No. Ne kase who dey sa partisan politics. Okay. Especially on the assembly members.
All right.
Because
Emre Nintino.
We discuss here, it will take time. Yeah, so what we are saying is yeah, we who do be bit ma faso. Sa sika sam no enye kra de be dey so better.
Okay. Yo, Salim. Ekwan bi ni den.
So share the issue about monetization in politics. Say, okay, that is what it means.
Yeah.
Idea is very critical because there is a question among for Ebusa and most researchers. Ebusa say, in every election, Obia will a lot of resources and a winning, and that's will be the less resources and a winning elections. When you look at Oshe Ghana Hanomwa, you cannot win an election without resources. And key amongst the resources is Sika. Dear Amana Banesano, the very people who are electing, if it is a parliamentarian, say assembly member, say a president, or electing Ipakrono. And the very people are demanding that money. A bright appointment of MMDCs, confirmation of MMDCs, may make a statement on a particular station. Say, me fee say we assembly member. That's who demand this from the nominee. So we must concern or be confirmed. Who confirm the AVA? Now say the light poles, the bulbs, the drainage system, electoral area. Uhiya na say yantimi am provide the amawa. And that's what I say, because mama was continue, I give it to you at my own pleasure. Now the development of that electoral area, because it means you have sold your conscience to the municipal chief executive and the district chief executive as against one more two abana emao. Because this is gonna okoje, and on fan come more two abana mao. But the Pakono say Eddie Sikano air tour. Or say I call for a re-election, or assembly or say I call electoral area honomwa. So what I drainage, So lighting system, or electoral aye jumano. And yeah, no na ofi say a bet me abuana about winning election. Ofi say what me gada sika. I said the command one on bed, on besa to Abama. And who is fooling who? The voters are fooling themselves. Because the perception and the Pakrono view about the voters, and it's all. So it is about time voters, ebetre one obe jina epe to me say it is not about money. Because in the past, na entesa. And you see the aba adia are very critical say you spend huge sums of money. Send a CDD reports on Ebayano in even internal elections. You want to say be a political party like the NDC and a political party like the MPP. And son, I will be to me
as Nasara coordinator. No.
As some people call it me chere or more like ubenya to me ye do oba beto amansan animo no for a national election. Someone say maybe the internal election keke. Maybe to become a member of parliament.
Okay. Where delegate system no.
Exactly. Where delegate system na ye zuma ye ba be you as the parliamentary candidate for a political party. No oba be jina ama amansan nyina ye dey at Obama.
Okay.
The process alone to become the candidate is a big issue. Sounds like the flag bearership contest. The contest to become the flag bearer is a big issue. And sana you start thinking about so it is very critical and we need to know how to, and I think it is the reason why the Honorable Chairman Sabunsu make that assertion about elections at the polling station level, election at the constituency level, election at the regional level, election at the national level. So it is about time. It is from the voters. I'm going to say an NDC as a political party. The entire amount for a contested flag bearer election. They say the person who has the money and the resources is former President John Dramani Mahama. The point is that Meba be saying Nisika. Essence of Sika. The delegates will vote for him. And why do I even worry myself? And to be able to draw and say so that he also sells himself for the first time. But the person knows that he's coming, won't win it. So that has become endemic. And the idea I will say, the voters themselves, the deciders of who become the flag bearer, the deciders of who become the parliamentary candidate, the deciders of who become a regional officer, a national officer, a constituency officer of political parties, you know, wamuna ewose wamo sesikana bakra mo de monje. Muji we are mamon to the right person. The next time, nipa krono woba obe carry no on first on whether he has the capacity. And son obe carry no and son whether he has the resources. But more often than not, today, Nipakron first and foremost carry himself or carry no resources. After they meet me, but to the person who carry no say I have the capacity and I can do the work. Into Nameba, into Nipakron bar, it is up to the deciders. Okay, one more 2 million essay or Monsano, a 2 a uniform, a sea uniform, one more a was or more share. Despite your money. Do you have the capacity? Do you have the capability? Do you have the wherewithal to operate as an officer? Not only to be normal. The first consideration should not be the money.
Okay, send a allergic kind, you know. See, I'm repa near the assembly home command. But I'm saying a best stories to crown. It's Kasima Ekman say vice president, MPP delegates a year more or boa every constituency in this country 20,000 Ghana cedis. And Sana region 2,000 Ghana cedis constituency. And Sana region beyond so there are 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
On one confess no we Canada support to sound we see now they are year party ni na saying.
The vice president has been helping the party structures for a very long time. Say conference was support to woman. It is TNT. I was so free constituencies urban region. And a constitutional mandate. Say about conferences. And the party must have the conference. And the vice president is a member of the New Patriotic Party and the vice president of the Republic. And it is up to one so we strengthen the base of the party. Now a successful conference. And now and it has nothing to do with say whether it is his money.
It is his money.
Of course, it is his money.
Support the party.
To support the party.
Okay,
and it is not a money that is from the government. Government, I say, because the
Matthias here said to add to our discussion, I just say, I know you to even support the party. Campaign Kranya shall say, if you are now interested in becoming presidential candidate, Afena also shall say with another campaign money in the cake home.
Now for this one, whether
for the strength of the party.
Whether he as a vice president, we have other individuals who also support to party.
Okay.
To build the structures of the party, making sure that every constitutional mandated duty, I was a party,
Okay.
For instance, NDC for a conference this year, the largest financier will be John Dramani Mahama. His Excellency, the former president.
All right.
Salim,
medase. 5 minutes past 9. So that's the issue. So Uniska, non-venture. And sometimes also just they know how to get it back. Honorable say Chairman Sabos.
Marcus, you must have the money, you must have the resources, but you must have the capacity.
Yeah, I understand.
And so here will be Vice President Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia.
He has the money and the capacity.
He has the capacity.
All right, thank you very much. Alhaji Salim Mansour Bamba, Nasara coordinator of New Petrol. Make I make any dim come off favors. I don't know when Niger politics also the war no. The war no. So despite Bibiano, he's ready for the game. Alhaji Yadasipi, Alhaji Sani Abdullahi of NDC. Alhaji Yadasipi. Sorry, 20th October. My Emma, Woma Idioma Wadana, happy birthday. Dear Odikano, Mame Esla, the Queen of Digitalization, Honorable Esla Owusu Ekufo. Happy birthday to Mama Esla. She is 57 years old today. nyame ehia ne pa
digitalization
she was born on this day 1964 see the queen of so name minister communication minister first term of Nanado no na ye wasa to aso second term it is she bia e koso no say say you were the queen and maybe you were the king of
okay Matthias
she is the queen of digitalization and you close with that radio stations be na and the woman be ni na she's a fantastic woman. She
knows her stuff.
That's right. Happy birthday to her. Hey, and Emmanuel Dion birthday is powerful. Let's look at America. Yeah, the second most powerful person on earth. Hey, Mami, Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States of America. Kamala Harris, and there a birthday. On also on also on the 50, so we need 60. Nti yemane happy birthday afei this fantastic na zia wonyini wo ye fodwene Snoop Dogg on also a birthday and he's a rapper obonyum kama pa and then a birthday or start the first album with me sell over 1 million copies within few weeks or release the first album way back in the 90s when him say nebusiani ne Brandy no so born your mama.
I see.
The cousin, your cousins. Just say. Related. Dr. Dre discovered family affair.
I said Jackson.
Okay.
Some professions.
Okay. On this day, 2011, our host NBC we are saying.
Too bad.
This day, 2011, Sadano ena Papa we ujane kwese amenebi ma omoche no. Transitional forces.
For no wrong done.
Americans.
So on wakaso betina Libya no ewu. Ampa nto omo che that day na omo che na a few seconds ena omu kun no ye de ni funu no to ho be 3 days. Obi amehwe bi se Gaddafi ne ekunu no. So Osama bin Laden de ye hu ni funu.
Yes.
Omo de ne koto pum baby but we dey omo de ne koto mu bi ehun se ampa Gaddafi. And that day 2011 10 years ago exactly 10 years today ena papa we ofri we ase. Abebi di ama bibi man yenim kura Kumasi City Hotel City Hotel Kumasi so no na
since our muku no na
Libya
in fact the western world is
2011 exactly today and papa we onya the baby ekoye rather fa na kransie na Libya asumdwe emra ho mani wu no nyekwa asumdwe emra Libya. Okay, I'm saying the basic I say in issues and
was it oil in Americans in
exactly.
Okay. Let's look at this final story. We say so ACO Russia on this day and our day we share 1982 football match and I maintain me who say be a course wa nipa ehwe wo monkwa no enya senketo akra. It happened in Russia nti and the Yabo Champions League, Oko Stadium, no show who see why. One be a Oko Jiweni, na afi, a new wound and then the ABC or Ghana, Kumasi Santa Koroko, and the Accra House of Folk Stadium disaster. The European course of Moscow, Russia, 1982. All right, here the CRC, Nami Adoma Ochna, Everson Atwaso, Nami Insha, Ubibia, or Boama Jumedewe, a bass with Titu, Genabua for Alouette Medical Skincare Center, and Cruiser Double Moisturizer Cream. Na me ado mochina e be sensia na me won hwe so abraye ho amanse yakra. Scampede bomborobo sedede simborobo